Hello students, today we will start from question number 5 or exercise 1.2 up to question 4 we saw in the previous lectures. Now we will starting from question number 5. What is question number 5? That are the following pairs of set equal? Give reasons. Now first pair is A and B. Okay, A is equal to 2, 3 and B is equal to for all x such that x is a solution of x square plus 5x plus c is equal to 0. These two are set. Okay. Now you have to tell that A is equal to B or A is not equal to B. This is about equal set. Okay. So now just split with middle term splitting technique, factorization. X square plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Now you have to factorize 6 in such a manner that it will become 5x with addition or subtraction. Okay. Now plus 3 plus 2, because 3 2s are 6 and 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. That's why 3x plus 2x. So now x common, x plus 3 plus 2x plus 3. It will become x plus 3 x plus 2 and finally your x is minus 3 minus 2. Now you have A 2 3 and your B is equal to minus 3 minus 2. Therefore A is not equal to B, because condition is that all the elements of A must be in B and all the elements of B must be in A. Then and then we can say that A is equal to B. But here 2 3 is there and minus 3 minus 2 is there. So not the same elements of both set. That's why we can say that A is not equal to B. This is our first set. Then second pair of set is A is equal to for all x is a letter in the word follow, which is F, O, L. Again L is repeating. So usually we don't write repeated elements. So L is omitted. O, again repeated elements. Then W. So F, O, L, W. Then B is equal to Y for all y, such that Y is a letter in the word wolf. So W, O, L, F. Now compare it. F is there? Yes. O? Yes. L? Yes. W? Yes. Order doesn't matter. I told you that order doesn't matter. Order is not significant and repeated elements is also not important. But important thing is that all the elements of A must be present in B and all the elements of B must be present in A. Exactly same elements. Compulsory, it should be exactly same element in both the set. Order is not important. Therefore, we can say that A is equal to B. Now, question number 6. Question 6 of your exercise 1.2. Saying from the set given below, select equal set. From the sets given below, select equal set. Now there are so many sets are there. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We will see each and every. Now what you have to do? You have to tell me in all these 8 set, which set is equal to which set. So you have to compare each set with each and every. Okay. By seeing this, we can easily say this. Now 2, 4, 8, 12. Now say, is there any 2, 4, 8, 12 in another? Compare A with all the set. 2, 4, 8, 12. No. 2, 4, 8, 12. No. 8, 12 is there, but here 4, 8, 12 is there, but here 2 is there and here 14 is there. So it is not equal. Okay. Same way. Now see, 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. Is there any 1, 2, 3, 4? Yes. D is equal to 3, 1, 4, 2. Order doesn't matter, but 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. So B is equal to D. One equal set pair is B is equal to D. Similarly, now C, 4, 8, 12, 14. Is there 4, 8, 12, 15? Compare it. No. Then 3, 1, 4, 2 is equal to B. We already wrote it here. That B is equal to D or D is equal to B. Whatever. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exactly same. Order doesn't matter, but exactly same elements are there in B and D. Now E, minus 1, 1. Is there any minus 1, 1? Yes. So in G, E is equal to minus 1, 1. G is equal to 1 minus 1. exactly same, order doesn't matter, but exactly same elements are there in both the set. So minus 1 1 and 1 minus 1, so we can write that E is equal to G. Now compare F, 0A, is there any 0A? No. Now G, 1 minus 1, E, we already saw this, that E is equal to G. Now come to H, H is equal to 0 1. H is equal to 0 1. Is there any 0 1? No. Here 0A, here 0 1. This is not, because A belongs to F and 1 belongs to H. 1 does not belongs to F and A does not belongs to H. So these two are not exactly same. One element is different. So we cannot write F is equal to H. Okay. So from it 8 pair, we find that E is equal to G and B is equal to D. Now we will start our new topic, which is subset. Now by taking one example, we will understand the concept of subset. Now X is equal to set of all students in your class and Y is equal to set of all students in your school. Now all the element of X, every element of X is also an element of Y. Because what is your X? Your X is set of all students in your class. Set of all students in your class. Okay. And Y is equal to set of all students in your school. તો ઓબ્વિયસ થિંગ છે કે જે ક્લાસમાં સ્ટુડન્ટ ભણતા હશે એ તમારા સ્કૂલના પણ સ્ટુડન્ટ તો કહેવાય જ. સો આખો જે ક્લાસ છે તમારો એ સ્કૂલ જે સેટ છે બધા સ્ટુડન્ટના સ્કૂલનો સેટ એનો સબસેટ તો થઈ જ જાય. એટલે કેવી રીતે લખાય? હાઉ વી કેન રાઇટ એક્સ ઇઝ સબસેટ ઓફ વાય એન્ડ ઇટ સેટ ફોર્ટ ઇઝ અ સબસેટ ઓફ એક્સ ઇઝ સબસેટ ઓફ વાય. સો વોટ એવર ધ બિગ સેટ ઇઝ ઓલવેઝ written over here. Small element is the subset of big element. Okay. Every element of Ax is also an element of Y. Say let's take one more example. Your set is India. A is equal to India and B is equal to Asia. Now tell me, A is a subset of B or not? Yes, A is a subset of B because India is one of the country in Asia. No matter there are many countries in Asia apart from India, but India is a country of Asia. So we can write as A subset of B because every element of A is present in B. That's why it is called A is a subset of B. I hope you understood the concept of subset, that one set that had some elements and second set that has some element. But if all the element of first set is present in second set, then we can write as X is subset of Y. All the elements, not even one is missing. એક પણ મિસ નહીં થવું જોઈએ. બધા જે એક્સના એલિમેન્ટ્સ છે વાયમાં કમ્પલસરી હોવા જોઈએ, તો જ આપણે લખી શકીએ એક્સ ઇઝ અ સબસેટ ઓફ વાય. Now see the definition. The formal definition of subset. A set A is your set, capital A, is said to be a subset of set B if every element of A, every element of A is also an element of B. I told previously that every element of A is also an element of B. Then we can say that A is a subset of B. In other words, A is a subset of B if small a is the element. Consider small a is an element. A belongs to A implies that A belongs to B. This is in other word definition. A subset B if where A belongs to A is your set. This is your set and this is your element. Small a is your element and this is your set. So A subset B if small a belongs to A implies that, right? We can read it as implies that A belongs to B. A is a subset of B. If A is an element of B, A implies that A is also an element of B. If A is not a subset of B, say if A is not a subset of B, these two are not subset, A is not a subset of B, then how we can write? We can write that A is not a subset of B. Just put the cut on the symbol of subset. Now this is the symbol of subset, this is the symbol of not subset. This is belongs to, this is does not belongs to. This is like one another line is there, belongs to. In subset only this belongs. In subset this is only, and belongs to one more line in middle. So belongs to does not belongs to, subset is not subset. In this way we can symbolize our subset and our belongs to. Now with example we will see, so it will more clear to you. Now set Q, we all know what is set Q. Okay, it is a set of rational number. Our N, Z, Q, R, this all are the set. Okay, and set R is real number. In real number all set are there, N, Z, Q, right? R is the biggest set of our number, so we can write as Q is a subset of R. We can also write N is subset of R, Z is subset of R. Okay, and also N is subset of Z is subset of Q is subset of R. Why? Because all the element of N are present in Z, all the element of Z present in Q, all the elements of Q present in R, all these three elements present in R. That's why we can write N subset of Z, subset of Q, subset of R. Okay. Same way, A is equal to 1, 3, 5, B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, A is subset of B or not? Yes, A is a subset of B. Why? Because you have 1, 3, 5 and in B 1, 3, 5 is there. All the elements of A present in B. That's why we can write that A is a subset of B. Now similarly, A is equal to A, E, I, O, U. This is the set of vowel set. B is equal to A, B, C, D. Now, A, B, C, D, A, E, I, O, U. E is not there. I is not there. O is not there. U. So, A is not a subset of B because every element of A does not belongs to B. That's why every element of A is not present in B. That's why we have to write A is not a subset of B. Okay. Now another thing is that if A and B are the same set, means A and B, this is another definition, same set means it's an equal set. If A and B are equal set, then how we can write in terms of subset? So you have to write A is subset of B, B is subset of A. If and only if A is equal to B. If both the set are equal, A and B, A subset of B and B subset of A. If and only if A is equal to B. This is if and only if. We have to write it double arrows implication, two-way implications, and is usually read as if and only if. In short you also write I double F. If and only if A subset B and B subset A, if and only if A is equal to B. If A and B are equal set, exactly same set, A and B. For example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3 and B is equal to 1, 2, 3. So, how we can read it as, how we can write A subset B, B subset A, if and only if A is equal to B. So A is equal to B. So how we can write? Our answer is A subset B, B subset A. One important note is there, since empty set phi, right? Phi has no element. Phi has no element. We know that. Phi has no element. We agree to say that phi is a subset of every set. In each and every set, phi is one element always. Each and every set, phi is always an element. So we can say that phi is subset of every set. Phi is a subset of every set. If in MCQ you are fill in the blanks, there may be a question like this: if phi is a subset of every set or not, true or false, or say which set is a subset of every set, so phi empty set. Okay, let's take one example of it. A is equal to 135, B is equal to, for all x where x is an odd natural number less than 6. Odd natural number less than 6. Odd and natural, both the terms. Understood very well that odd and natural. So 1, 3 and 5. So 135, 135. So how we can write A subset B, our answer? How we can frame our answer? We can frame our answer like this: A subset B and B subset A. Hence A is equal to B. In this way, in equal set we will represent our subset. Okay, I hope you all understood.